Hi everyone, welcome back for a very special whiskey review. Today looking at this one-off single cask release, which is a something a bit special. Released by Whisky Galore in Christchurch of New Zealand to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the Christchurch earthquakes on the 4th of September 2010, and I bought the bottle of them a little while ago, maybe a month ago or a bit longer, and for some reason left it alone and didn't quite want to open it just yet, and comes in this beautiful decanter. Now the bottle is released from memory. I remember reading the notes that it was to raise some funds, but also to bring people together, drink a dram, and the money raised, or the key organization, is Horarata Community Trust. You can look them up. It's just horarata.org.nz, and I'm guessing, I don't know a lot about them, but assuming they're doing some good work around Christchurch since the earthquakes, and feels just a little special or eerie, I guess, to mark this particular day, to open this particular bottle, because Christchurch unfortunately had two lots of earthquakes, major ones, and today is the 10th anniversary of the major one, which was a bit lower in magnitude, but a lot more devastating. So I wanted to mark the day by opening this very, very special bottle, so graciously put together by Whisky Galore, and the whiskey itself comes from Adelphi Selection, so I'm hoping it is top class, because everything from these guys is, and it's beautifully presented in this decanter, which is obviously absolutely a collector's item. And I'm wearing this red shirt, which was gifted to me by my dear friend Grant Orwinton, the cigar merchant in Christchurch, who unfortunately lost his house in the second earthquake, which is today the 10th anniversary of. And he gifted me this beautiful red shirt, and red, or the maroon sort of color, being the color of Christchurch or Canterbury in general. I thought I'll wear this shirt and try this particular whiskey. Well, let's find out what's it like on the nose and palate. Itself is an 11-year-old Speyside Linkwood bottle at a very generous 55.4% ABV, and you can tell it's a very heavily sherried dram. Not a lot of information actually came with the bottle, except for the fact it is a Linkwood, and the very, very special reason why it has been released, and I had been sort of putting it off, but feels really special to finally get to try it today of any other day. Well, here it is to all the friends in Christchurch. However, I'm lost for words there. I'll leave it at that. To friends in Christchurch. On the nose, there is sweet raisins, very, very heavily sherried Linkwood. Maybe just a hint of ripe plums, just a hint of honey. Wow, I mean, it's super punchy. It's almost jumping up the nose, almost as it's so glad to escape the bottle and get some air, but got a lot of warmth to it. Seems quite oily on the nose. Wow. I'll be super keen to add just a drop of water to it later, just to see if the sort of alcohol vapor calms down and maybe allows a little bit more of the sweetness. You can tell it's got underlying great sweetness, but it's just a little suppressed at the moment. All right, well, let's see what's it like on the palate. Wow. So rich and juicy. An explosion of flavors. Wow. Really, really. Oh, that's very satisfying. That's a certified sherry bomb. But you don't expect any less from Adelphi Select, obviously. My palate's just crackling. There's a little bit of cinnamon on the palate. Just a hint of it. There's a bit of spice. There's sweetness lingering in the background. There's, again, the raisin on the palate is there. At the risk of trying to make a fool of myself, I might have a guess at what sort of sherry cask it is. I should check my invoice. Maybe it did say what sort of sherry cask, but there's not an incredible amount of spice on the nose, and the sweetness on the palate makes me think it is a Pedro Ximenez cask. Maybe the team at Whisky Galore might be able to confirm that, but just a gorgeous nose. Wow. Really, really juicy. What I'm going to do is just add a couple of drops of water to it and see what it does. Oh, look at that. Look at that natural color. Wow. That's hypnotic. That's crazy. See, even just the slightest 1.5, 2 drops of water drops the alcohol vapors. It calms it right down, lets the sweetness and other characters come forward. So good. So much more fragrance on the nose now. Maybe a hint of spice. I don't know. I'm still thinking it's Pedro Ximenez. Really chewy. Wow. That's really nice whiskey. I mean, I didn't expect any less. I knew it will be spectacular. Anything to come from Adelphi. Really juicy. Still making me crackle. Very, very nice. It feels really special to finally open the bottle today. Feels like a weird thing to say, but it was released for a different earthquake, which happened obviously a few months prior to the major one, which had a loss of 185, maybe just above lives. But feels a bit special to open it today of any other day. So that's all I've got to say about this particular dram. Before you run quickly, looking for this particular bottle, I did check just before I started recording the review that they were all gone. I couldn't see any more on the Whisky Galore website, but do have a look in the store. They might still have some in store, but very nice whiskey, and I'm really, really glad I got to review it. Otherwise, if you're liking the content, please like, share, and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you in the very near future with another whiskey review. See you later. Bye-bye.